All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go to canva.com. canva.com. So it's going to bring you to this home page here. We're going to log in with our Google account. So you're going to log in with Google, your Red Clay School's email address. I'm going to select my address, and it will create us a free account. So we can design a lot of things at this site. So we're going to go up to this top right here, and we're going to press Create a Design. So we can do posters, logos, presentations, Instagram posts. You can make YouTube covers, but we are going to make a photo collage. So now we've got a blank screen here. We are going to use a blank screen. So I'm going to upload some elements. So elements can be things like flowers, shapes. You can build your own shapes in here. We've got frames, stickers. Here are some fun abstract shapes we can add. If I want to search for something particular, I can type this up here at the top. So if I wanted to look for a rainbow, I can type in rainbow. And you can use anything that says free. If you hover over it and it says free, if there's this little pro button, that means that you're going to have to pay for it. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to place this coffee cup here in the center. So I'm going to drag and drop it towards the center. And what's nice, it gives you these guides. So you know, here I'm centered on my page, and now I'm also at the bottom. I'm aligned with the bottom. So I'm going to drop that cup here. Next thing I'm going to do is I want to add some flowers. So I'm going to drop this yellow flower on this side. And I'm going to drop another one on the other side, but I want it to be symmetrical. So I'm going to take this button up here at the top, and I'm going to flip it horizontally. Now I want this cup to be in front of the flower, so I'm going to press position, and I'm going to bring forward. I'm going to bring forward on just one, so I have one on top and one behind. We're creating some overlapping. Now I'm going to use a blue flower. So I'm going to put this one here on the left side. And I'm going to make another one to make another symmetrical. And I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to flip it so that this little pink handle is on the other side. So I'm going to flip this horizontally. All right. Now I'm going to send this one backwards so that the yellow flower is on top. Awesome. All right. So you can always add more elements, but I'm going to go ahead and close that. Now we are going to upload some photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back into my elements, and I'm going to search for frames. I'm going to search for a frame. So these are all different frames you can put your photos inside. I'm going to select something a little bit more simple. I'm just going to do that frame here, and I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste it. Wow. So I've got two frames that are the same size right here. Now I uploaded some pictures onto my Google Drive. So you can always upload pictures by sending pictures to your email address and then saving to your Google Drive on your Chromebook. So I'm going to upload, and I am going to go to upload an image, and I'm going to select Google Drive. Connect my Google Drive here, so I'm going to allow access. All right, so I have made a folder just to save pictures. So I'm going to select my personal pictures here. And I want this picture to tell you about me. So I'm going to drop in a picture of me here, saying it's a great day to be a Highlander, telling you what I do is I work at McCain. And I am also going to share with you some artwork that I do. So I'm going to put that one here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to double click and make it a little bit bigger. And you know what? I've decided I'm going to add one more picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these a little smaller. I'm going to slide it here. I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. I know that when it aligns to the bottom there, I know that they're the same size. And now I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste this one. But now I'm going to go into this photos button here. So these are going to be photos that they have uploaded for you. And like I said before, you can use anything that says free. So I love to run. So I'm going to search running. I'm going to look, they gave me all these stock photos. And I like this one on the track. So I'm going to take and I'm going to drag and I'm going to drop it into my last box here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And now I've put those in my boxes. So I can change the color of my frame. When you select your frame, it shows me the color at the top here. So maybe I want to make it kind of match. It tells you what colors you have, what your document colors are. So I'm going to make that yellow. And I select this one and it's got blue at the top, and I'm going to make this one pink. So it kind of matches my elements down at the bottom. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a background. So I've got a lot going on here, so I don't want to make my background too noisy. Like this would be, it would just be too much if I selected something like that. That's just too much. It drowns out everything. So I'm going to make it a little bit more subtle. Maybe I want this pink background, or I want this kind of marble color. Let's do the marble color. I'm going to hide that again. And now I'm going to add some text. So I'm going to put my name on it so that you know who I am. So it gives you all of these fonts. You can use anything that says free on it. If you hover over it and it doesn't say anything, that means that you have to pay to use it. So we're going to stick with anything that says free. So I'm going to select this one that says cheers. It just automatically puts it in the center. I'm going to write my name. And I'm going to write down here at the bottom, I'm going to write excited for the year. Right. Now I can mess around with my font. So at the top here, maybe I want to change my spacing. So maybe I want my letters a little bit more spread out. And that means I've got to change this box here. Maybe I want to create an effect on my letters. So I'm going to add a little shadow so that you can see it. So it tells me here I can change my shadow. I'm going for trying to take a look at my composition here. So I'm trying to arrange things in a pleasing format. I've used repetition of my color, yellow, blue, and pink. I've got yellow, blue, and pink down at the bottom. You know what? I think I want my background to be just a little bit brighter. So maybe I'll use this pink with these little light bubbles. So that's what I'm going to do here. I think I'm finished. I'm going to keep it kind of simple. Now I'm going to press this download button at the top. And I'm going to click the button here. And I'm going to save it as a JPEG, JPG. JPEG and PNGs are saving things as pictures. PDF means it won't be saved as a picture. So let's save it as a JPEG. And I'm going to download it. Might take a minute. So now it asks me where I want to save it. So I'm on my desktop, so I don't have my Google Drive on here. So I'm just going to save it. I'm going to save it here to my pictures. And I'm going to do Miss Gillabo 2020 is going to be the title of it. And I'm going to save it. It asks me if I want to buy things, and I don't. And that's it.